Hey YouTube, this is RKO Duelist here, and I'm going to be showing you my main deck that I used to play years ago. My decks are full of ban cards. Years ago when I was 16 or 17, somewhere in the Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments they used to do like ban cards. At that time, so it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to be showing you my top 10 favorite cards that I used to run before years ago. The first one would be Valkyrion, the Magna Warrior. Basically, what it does is the only way to summon him is either get three Magnet Warriors on the field. So I'm going to be showing you my three Magnet Warriors or to summon him. It's Alpha the Magnet Warrior, Beta the Magnet Warrior, and Gamma the Magnet Warrior. Basically, if you have those three on the field or in your hand, send them three to the grave and summon Valkyrion the Magnet Warrior. And his attack and defense is like his attack is 3500 attack and 3850 defense. It's pretty cool though. So you can special summon him from your grave. Only he's properly summoned. And also, if you have him on the field, you can activate other ability. Basically, you can just tribute him, sacrificing him, to summon all three of them back to the field, either attack and defense. So it's pretty cool. It's two choices you can make. So I sometimes I do that as well. Like I did think I did that twice. I did that. I kept him on the field a couple of times. So he's always my backup. I always enjoy that card. So no doubt about it. And the second card I like is next one. It's one of my favorites. Raigeki. The reason I chose Raigeki because it's quite easy, man, with that spell card. And he was banned years ago, man. It's not going to come back, I can guarantee that. Basically, what his effect is, it destroys all monsters your opponent sign the field. And it's pretty easy, man. Every time, whenever you have it, play it easy. You can destroy face down monsters as well, so it's pretty damn badass, man. So the rarity is pretty cool. It's a secret rare. I used to have a super rare one, but I like this one the most. So it's easier for me. And the next card, one of my favourites, is Pot of Greed. The reason I chose Pot of Greed is it allows you to draw two cards from your deck. Pretty easy, as when you have it drawn your hat. Whenever you draw, play that. It's simple, easy. As I always do that most of the time. On my first turn or a couple of turns, whatever. So he's always, a much help. I like the rarity is ultimate rare, just to show you. There you go. I used to have a super rare one, or a rare one, but I was like, nah, I prefer ultimate when I first saw it. It looks really cool. So that's the way how it goes. And the next one, where I'm going to be showing you one of my favourites, is Archfiend Guilford. Now, the reason I chose Archfiend Guilford because I like his ability sometimes, and basically, when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can equip one monster on the field and equip it to it, and then it loses 500 attack. So it doesn't matter either your opponent's monster, your side of the field as well. So two choices you can choose, and basically, whenever his equipped monster is destroyed with him, when the monster is destroyed with this card is equipped, you can activate his ability again, so it's pretty cool. So you can constantly like continue on. Basically, his attack and defense is like his attack is 2200, and the defense is 2500. So I like this card. The reason I like this one because one of my friends years ago gave me that card before he gave up playing this game. So it's a really good reminder of him. So I always run him mostly sometimes. He's one of my favourites now, so I'll never forget it. And the next one I'm going to be showing you, one of my favourites, is Chaos Command Magician. The reason I chose Chaos Command Magician because I like his ability. It's a level 6 star, so you can just sacrifice one to summon him. Basically, his effect is negate the effect monster card that targets this card. So basically, when your opponent summons let's see, when they attack, and then if your opponent has Man Eater Bug or something, to just try and destroy him. It negates it, so can't be killed. So it basically doesn't die basically with monster effects that destroys it. So it's pretty cool, man. This card. So that's why he's like it's my backup basically. He's quite a good card actually. Basically his attack is only 2400 attack. I can't focus. He's got 19 defense. So if you're looking for that card, it's pretty hard to get. But I don't know if anyone around Yu-Gi-Oh like players that have this card. It's pretty an old school card. The only way to get him is either Magician's Force pack or Dark Revolution 1 pack. So this one, I got this from like a championship pack, a tournament pack, I think. So this one's the only one I've got. So the next one is I'm going to be showing you is Mirror Force. The reason I chose Mirror Force because I like I like the trap card of him. Basically, what it does when your opponent attacks, you can activate its trap and destroys all opponent's monsters your opponent's in the field in attack positions. So destroy like all your opponents when they have in their face up attack. So it's pretty easy, man. I like this card. So they're so popular these days. So that's why I like it. You can get it on different rarities now. So this one's a super rare. I used to have ultra rare, so I think the super rare one's more clear. So I like it that way. The next one I'm going to be showing you is, well, a lot of people would hate this card, I think, sometimes. I love it. Crush Card Virus. The reason I chose Crush Card Virus is you can tribute one monster, dark monster with 1,000 or less attack, and destroys all monsters your opponent send to the field. Even plus their hands with 1,500 or more attack points. So basically it's brutal. This card is banned now, so it's not going to come back. It's pretty cool, this trap card. I miss it though. There's another trap card called Deck Devastating Virus, but that's all the way around. So the effect. This one's pretty cool. When your opponent draws three, well, when your opponent in 3 turns when they draw cards, they have to show it to you. If they have a monster with 1,500 or more attack, they go to the grave. If it's not, then they still continue on. So whenever they draw before 3 turns, so well, in 3 turns I mean. So this one's in rare. So I got this from like a championship pack. So there was the other one. They have a different rare 2 years ago. It's a gold rare. So I used to have a gold rare, and then I still kept it. So it's somewhere in my other deck boxes I have, so it's one of my favourites. The next one I'm going to be showing you is Cyberjar. The reason I chose Cyberjar because I like the flip effect of him. Basically, when he's flipped up, destroys all monsters on the field, including yours and your opponent, so just clears everything on the field. And then once it's done that, secondly, both players have to pick up 5 cards on top of their decks, basically, and if his monsters are level 4 or below monsters, both players have to show their cards out once they pick up. If their monsters are 4-star or less, they get summoned to the field, either attack position or face down position. So it's quite of an easy card. I like this one mostly. And see, when you draw the other cards, they will like monsters of level 5 or higher monsters, or spells and traps. They go to your hand anyway, but you need to show them as well. So both players have to show each other's hands once they pick up 5 cards. So it's banned now, so it's not going to come back. I do miss it though. And the last card I'm going to be showing you, one of my favourites, is BLS. Stands for Bullets the Soldier Envoy of the Beginning. This one's in secret rare. I got this one from Master Collection, so it's pretty hard to focus, you can't see. So basically I like this card. The reason I like this card because basically what it does, by summoning him, so you need to remove 1 dark monster, 1 light monster from your grave, and also he gets summoned to the field. And the first effect is you can remove 1 monster on the field out of play of the game, and basically he can't attack this turn as well once used as his first effect. So it's pretty broken. So you could just choose if you want to activate it as a first effect or not. If not, you can activate the second effect, which it does when he attacks your opponent's monster and destroys it by battle. You can attack again. So if your opponent has only one monster and you destroy it successfully, you can attack him again with 3000 directly. So it's pretty easy. That's what I like about this card. So, but I always like this card mostly. So he used to be banned years ago, and now he's limited. And some people are just saying that it's going to be banned again, but to be honest, I don't think so. If they do, it's going to be quite stupid. So that's basically it. I know my top 10 cards I have so far. Sorry I couldn't show you all of the cards that in my full deck, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if you have something to say, put a comment on it, and like it, and describe on it as well. So thanks very much. Cheers.